And that's why I'm so excited for them to see it so they can know that it was worth it. Like,
Yeah.
we heard you. You are the reason I'm telling you, and this is not, I believe this not to be hyperbole. The reason that this movie is going to be seen is because the fans were
Yeah.
loud.
Sounds good. Well, I'm Tessa with Mama's Geeky. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me. I'm loving all those Funko Pops
Oh
from
my,
back.
I have so many.
Oh,
You should see
awesome.
over there. There's
Oh.
like double. It's insane. I have a problem, but it's a
No,
fun
no, no,
problem.
you don't have a problem.
Thank you.
You like the things that you like. That's not a
Exactly.
problem.
Thank you. Well, I want to start off. I absolutely love this movie. I had so much fun. I cried
Me
watching it.
too. I was so surprised.
I know. I was like, now I'm crying. Like, what's going on?
I was like, wait, I'm crying. I didn't expect this.
I'm like, I'm crying at a Looney Tunes movie. Like, what world do I live in? But there was like a long time where we didn't think we were gonna get to see this.
Oh.
So for you, like, take me back to the moment you found out like audiences are going to get to see this movie, and what did that mean to you?
Whoa. I mean, to be honest, even when we were told Catch-Up Entertainment is going to save us, I still was like, I still had a little bit of like, are you sure? Like, because after I mean, we went to a funeral screening. I didn't even know they had funeral screenings.
That's sad.
So sad. It was so sad. I wore black.
I love it. I love
I literally was like, I was really sad. I was like, here lies God, the corpse. Um,
it.
um, the yeah, like the I was just in such a state of like shock and confusion when we first got the news. But then at the same time, because this is a hybrid animation film, and we spent the majority of the 3 months we were filming like acting with nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So we didn't see a lot. So I kind of was like, well, maybe I trust my filmmakers, but maybe the movie didn't work out and maybe this is a blessing. So I went to the funeral screening kind of thinking, well, maybe it's going to be a bad movie. And then I left the funeral screening and was so confused.
Yeah.
That's when the confusion hit because I was like, it was so good. And
Yeah.
the funeral screening the cut that we saw is the same cut that the world is going to see.
Oh, okay. So it didn't even get,
No, no. So that
wow.
was it.
Okay.
And so we were just like, oh my God, how? Like
Yeah.
I almost wished it was bad. You know what I mean? I almost wished that it would make sense.
Right.
So that was like truly we lived in a state of confusion and anger and all these things. And then once I found out ketchup because I remember there was a whole streaming war
Yeah.
going on, and then that didn't go anywhere, and then it was like, okay, I don't think it's gonna happen, and then like it got political in for a moment
Yeah.
there, and I was like, what's happening? Like I was so confused. I was confused and scared, and and then when I got the call, hey, Ketchup Entertainment is gonna breathe new life into this film and take it out and do the work. And Warner Brothers is letting them.
Yeah.
Um, I was I kind of honestly like still didn't I was like I still didn't believe it. I only
Yeah.
started believing it genuinely when we started doing press.
Really? You were like,
Yeah.
okay, they have to commit
I was
now.
like, I'm doing all this press. All of this is coming out. So they're not going to make hundreds of people look like idiots, are they?
I
I was like,
mean,
I was like, they did do it before, but they're not gonna do it again.
right. No.
So now is when it really feels real, and like it's coming up in 10 days, and that's
I
just
know.
what a miracle.
I know. I can't wait for people to get to see it, but I love how much fans backed this without literally having seen
Without
anything.
seeing it, that's crazy.
I
Like,
know.
and that's why I'm so excited for them to see it, so they can know that it was worth it. Like,
Yeah.
we heard you. You are the reason that I'm telling you, and this is not, I believe this not to be hyperbole. The reason that this movie is going to be seen is because the fans were
Yeah.
loud. The fans became wily. They were
Yes.
tenacious. They did not stop. It was try, 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 try every day. And God, did you see that coyote that was standing outside of
In San
Warner
Diego
Brothers in
Comic.
the
Oh, in
rain?
Warner Brothers? Yeah, I did.
Oh my God, for in the rain for days during COVID. Like just like totally beat down, just sitting there. Like, and I kind of feel like we just kind of like, forced Warner Brothers' hands at a point. And so I'm really excited, but they did all of this with having faith only on
Yeah.
faith alone. That's it. And which is crazy. That's so crazy. So I'm really excited to finally give them this gift and to show them that it was worth it.
Yeah. What are you excited for them to see? Like, you know what I mean? Because like people were back to this for years, and now they get to see
Yeah.
it.
I'm excited for them to see, I think, just how many Looney Tunes are in this film.
Yeah.
Like, it's called, you know, Coyote versus Acme. So you're kind of like, oh, I think Wiley will be in it. The Roadrunner is probably going to be in it. Whoa.
There's
I
so many.
didn't, I didn't even know how many Looney Tunes characters were going to be in it because one, there was a few times, one in particular, the scene at the carrot farm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
I believe I was lied to out of a protection thing because I was fully under the influence that I absolutely thought that I was in a scene with um oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. The hunter. What's
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Elmer Fudd.
Elmer Fudd. I
Yeah.
I was convinced I was in a scene with Elmer Fudd. I prepared it like I was in a scene with Elmer Fudd. I saw Elmer Fudd. Like I'm like, this was Elmer Fudd. And then imagine my surprise when I'm watching the movie and I see who it actually is. I was like, what?
The good thing how I played it worked. So yeah.
I know, I know. God, that so yeah, but like to answer your question, I think that there's a surprising amount of Looney Tunes characters in it, and also I think people will be really surprised to see how seamlessly our world works. Like we're
Yes.
trying to show you that humans and cartoons coexist and always have.
Yeah.
You
It's not
know?
even a question.
Yeah, it's not even talked about.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for them to see that.
Yeah. I did. I really, really love you and Will in this together. You're so funny. Like I love how serious you are. And he is so like given up on life, basically. And you're like pushing him. You're like, no, we're gonna take this case. He's like, I don't care. Let's settle.
Totally.
Can you talk about the dynamic between you two on set? Because you two are so much fun together.
Oh, thank you. It's so funny that we're such in my opinion, I think we're a little bit of an unexpected pair.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why it works. Um, I think like to me, there's nothing more fun and annoying, to be fair, than like your little sister being like,
Yeah.
I know better. 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 Um, that is a very fun space to play in. And I think just working with it was just so seamless. Like I think Will and I instantly felt very comfortable around each other. Like I noticed right off the bat that he was going to be a co-star that I could easily sit in silence with in a
Mhm.
green room and not feel the need to chat, not feel the need to be on, not feel anything but enjoy each other's company. I very quickly got that sense from him. And so I think that really quickly established that kind of familial like comfort,
Mhm.
and I think being able to play, and I get to play a complete foil to him, which is also really fun. And as an actor, like I get to take a lot of my, character choices are just watching what he does and kind of cueing the opposite of it. And so that was really fun. But I'm really meant to be there to support Kevin and to be like stop settling. Like you can have greatness. Like why are you okay with mediocrity when there's an enormous community that you can serve? Some things are bigger than yourself. And I
Mhm.
believe that as Lana. And I think that, so that speaks very true. Like, that comes from my own heart. But yeah, like I'm definitely his foil and it's fun to play a foil. It really is. Cause then you can just like, you just do the opposite. He's
Yeah. Right.
he's being lame and eating a taco and I'm being awesome and filing.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. No, you're so good in this, but like the movie as a whole, really such great messaging, like you talked
Yeah.
about, like don't settle for mediocrity, but also like friendship and like the unexpected friendships. Like that's what had me sobbing towards the end. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. I
Yeah.
was like, I can't with this, but like, can you talk about what you really hope families and kids and people like? I can't wait to take my daughters to see this because I think it's going to teach them really important lessons.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the greatest things about this movie being in theaters is I genuinely believe it's going to bring back those big family blockbusters that we all grew up on. Like, I remember just like a big family blockbuster was probably the best part of my weekend,
Yeah.
every weekend. But I'm really excited, I'm really excited for kids to see this film because I think that there might be a certain amount of them that Looney Tunes is very new to them. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to bring this IP to them, these characters to them and be like, look, like to give them something new to be excited about, I think is awesome. And these characters have obviously stood the test of time and they're so interesting and so flushed out and hilarious and insane and all of the things. So I'm excited for them to obviously like just be introduced to Looney Tunes, but in terms of messaging, and I'm excited for them to have that like through line with their parents because the parents
Yeah.
it brings in all the nostalgia. So maybe it'll bring families closer or at least have a dialogue. But in terms of messaging, I think my messaging that I hope that the audience comes away with is it's a two-parter. One, that your voice matters. And if you're persistent and you use it loudly, and if you're lucky, you use it in a group and you just keep using it, things can change. This movie is proof of that. We
Yeah.
won, but the only reason we won was because they were loud and they didn't stop. So continue to use your voice because as you've proven to all of us, it does work. And especially now in today's
Yeah.
where, God, there's so many things that you could be speaking out on. And then also, I do hope that people just take away a little bit of that Wile E mojo of try, fail, get up the next day and try again even harder. Fail, go to sleep, get up the next day and keep trying. And
Mhm.
maybe you'll get the outcome that you want. And like, I love that. So
Yeah, it's so crazy because watching this movie, I'm like, I used to watch, Looney Tunes as a kid, and I'm like, it never really hit me like how determined and like how actually like empowering kind of Wiley a Coyote is. You know what I mean? It's like actually it's kind of an inspiration.
totally. Oh no, totally. Because you initially think you're like, God, leave the damn Roadrunner alone. Get a life. Like
Yeah.
this is your only want. Why are you're stalking? Stop.
Yeah,
You're being weird. And then when you look at it through this new lens, you're like, oh dang, you have one want. That's kind of awesome.
yeah, it is.
And
Yeah.
you don't stop for anything.
Yeah.
That is also kind of awesome.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. I can talk about this movie all day, but congratulations. I cannot wait for everyone to get to see this. I can't wait to go see it in theaters. I'm going to go opening night
With your
just because,
girls,
yes, but I'm like, I need to go like with the crowd that,
you
like,
need to see with the crowd.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
I'm going to sob. I know it.
it's made for a crowd. It was actually made by a crowd.
Yeah,
Like
literally.
it's a crowd movie for sure. Thank you so much for your time. You had
Thank
really amazing,
you.
thoughtful questions, and you gave a
Oh,
great
thank you.
interview. So I'm very grateful for your time.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so grateful for your time. I'm excited to promote this everywhere and get
Yay!
everyone who's already not on their radar, put it on their radar.
Good.
So,
Thank you.
well, thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for talking to me. Yeah.
Oh my God. I love this movie so much. I saw it at
Mm.
Comic-Con and I was like blown away by it. It's so good. I cannot wait
Oh
to see
well,
it in theaters with a packed audience. Like, but for you, there was a
thank you so much.
long time. Yeah, you're welcome. Long time we didn't think this movie was gonna, anyone was even gonna see it. So when you got the news that yes, absolutely, this is coming out, like take me back to like that feeling you felt.
It was completely unbelievable. We did not believe it initially, and then we kept not believing it for months and months after. And like, I think the movie's coming out in about 9 days at this point, and I still can't believe it. We're so hyped. We're so thrilled. We're so grateful for the audience, speaking up on our behalf. We're so happy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this movie really became Wile E. Coyote in its own right, in that it just the perseverance and it just, kept being a topic of conversation. And, for the fans who backed this without even having seen it, which first of all has to feel amazing. What are you excited for them to get to see when this finally comes to the big screen?
I Great question. I mean, I'm excited for them to see, well, first the Wile E. Coyote that they have known and grown up on and loved. And if they are meeting Wiley for the first time, I'm excited for them to see Wiley's story and for them to learn about this character who is, we would call him like the Looney Tunes' biggest optimist. He is a character who wakes up every single day expecting to eat Roadrunner stew, and he expects by the end of his day he will have gotten the Roadrunner. And no matter how much he tries and fails and tries and fails, he never gives up, and that is the core of who he is. Like, he lives with a lot of hope. So I'm just really excited for new audiences to meet these characters, and also, yeah, for characters who have known them to see them on the big screen in a hopefully very cinematic way.
I gotta tell you, this movie, like I said, I loved it. I had so much fun, but like there's a moment towards the end, I was bawling my eyes out, like in the court. And that is all I will say. I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. It just hit me all of a sudden, and I was like, oh my God. So you talk about working, like it's funny. This movie's hilarious. There's so much action. It's
Thank you.
bonkers when you bring the Looney Tunes in, but it has that heart. So can you talk about like balancing those emotions and putting that moment in there?
Totally. I mean, Wiley, we wanted to tell the version of the story that was not just the 5 minute SNL sketch. Like, and we've known Wiley in these 7 minute bursts before. Like, he's a master of silent film acting. We've seen him in these incredible shorts that Chuck Jones created back in the day. And I think in adapting the story, we had to think about what made Wiley live and breathe, and like what his deeper feelings are, like what is behind the want for wanting Roadrunner, uh what is his, does it hurt when an Acme product blows up in his face? And so we thought about all those questions, and we really used it as an entryway to tell hopefully a story that brings Wiley to life as a fully rounded character, but also makes you feel like he is in certain ways uh, living, breathing, human. Like, we really wanted to talk about Wiley's personhood and what makes him tick. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's so crazy because he seamlessly fits in with Will and Lana and John. They all really form this. It feels like if like he's part of the ensemble because he is, but he just feels like a human element there. But can you talk about the humans that are cast in this and like what made them so perfect for this? Because each and every one of them are so good.
Thank you so much. I mean, we really lucked out. I mean, Will Forte plays Kevin Avery, this guy who has, he's a super good lawyer, but he's kind of given up in many ways, and he prefers an early lunch to actually working, and he's phoning it in. And He has lost his ability to be passionate. And one day he meets Wile E. Coyote, who's the exact opposite of that. This is this character who is so passionate and so driven. And I think what made Will perfect for this role is that he's got this incredible warmth and humility as a person. And that is completely unshakable. And there's no way to, take that out of Will. And he brings that to everything he does. So in playing this lawyer who is in certain ways kind of taking advantage of cartoon characters and trying to make a fast buck on them. Will is just so likable, and there's just no way to shake that. And I think that's what made him so great for us in this role. And of course, he's one of the funniest people alive. So,
Funny.
we were so excited when he was interested in this movie. And then Lana Condor is like the ray of light that this movie has, and she is the hope of the entire story, and she's the hope and the optimism, and that is exactly who Lana is as well. And she took this role because she was just absolutely, she found a personal connection into this character, and we were thrilled when she wanted to do it. And John Cena is incredible. I'm so thrilled with John's work in this movie. He is smart and sophisticated and scary and undercutting and passive aggressive. Just watching it at that Comic-Con screening, the same screening you were at, I was just reminded of like all the ways that he cuts Will off at the knees and is so rude and undercutting. And anyway, I've never seen John play a role like this, and I'm probably biased, but it's definitely my favorite John Cena performance. And we just absolutely lucked out when he responded to the script as well. So
he fully commits to that bit. Him and Tweety Bird, I was dying. That scene is so funny. He's fully so serious in the moment, and it's so good. It's so perfect. But speaking of that screening, since you were there, final question, like, what did it feel like getting to sit there? And I mean, that theater was great. Everyone was laughing, having a good time. Like, how did it feel to know, people are seeing it, they like it, it's there, it's really on the screen?
Total dream come true. I mean, I had also not seen that movie for about 3 years. So getting to watch it with that audience was magical, but I was also like going through all these feelings because I hadn't seen it in so long. So I was also surprised and kind of like laughing, and I was feeling like an ordinary audience member in the best possible way. It's so rare when you're like working on a movie for a long time to be objective and to be able to forget what is at the center of your movie. And so it was like really refreshing to just watch it anew and watch it with a crowd and hear them laugh and cheer in different spots I'd never heard before. So it was a blast.
Well, congratulations so much. I have to say, I think the use of Pepe Le Pew was the funniest thing I've ever seen in a movie ever. Like, it's perfect. It's brilliant.
Thank you so much.
But I love this movie. I'll be at the premiere. I can't, with my kids. I can't wait. And then we also have tickets for opening weekend because I have to support it in theaters. So
I love that. I love that.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Of course. And congratulations on everything. So well deserved. I'm so glad people are going to see this. So
right on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for your time.